India is celebrating 76th Republic Day today with grand display of its military might that included elite marching contingents, missiles and various indigenous weapon systems. India's defense strength and the commitment of our Jawans are unmatchable. Now, to discuss more on this, I am joined by retired Major General Sudhakar J. He is also defense and geopolitical expert. Sir, a very warm welcome to the broadcast, first of all. Now, to begin with, the Republic Day parade is always an awe-inspiring moment, sir. One that fills us with deep sense of pride and joy every year. As we watch the display of India's military might, cultural diversity and rich history, it's a moment that truly gives us goosebumps, reminding us of the strength, unity and resilience of our nation. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, Siddharth, firstly, good afternoon. Thank you for getting me to your show.
Yeah.
Perhaps what you have articulated is the understatement. You are speaking as an anchor of the National News Channel, and I am actually an ex-retired soldier. A soldier never retires, he re-retires.
Definitely,
so for me, it is a way of life. And that's the way I take it and would like to respond. But having said that, this is one thing which I personally feel that every citizen of the country must inculcate. Everyone should be like a soldier. When I say everyone should be like a soldier, what it means is the single most important point wherein such kind of mega events once in a year should convey to the nation at large is that the nation comes first. Anything and everything that we do, we should ask a question to ourselves that are we contributing in any manner to the nation building? If no, then perhaps the time has come. Today, the literacy rate is not as it is to be in 1947 or 52. It's almost 76% to 83%. Pretty high. The awareness level is high. Social media is already rife and it's there in a common man's palm. So therefore, I personally feel that there is a high degree of requirement of own obligation to the nation. That is the duties. We as human beings, we always demand for the rights. Nobody is talking about the duty. What is our duty to keep the nation as a nation?
Would you like to explain it especially to the youth of the country?
Definitely. You see, for the youth, I would like to give a point that predictability in one's own life is very, very important. When I say predictability, the routine in life. A youth must know how to begin the day tomorrow morning, today before he goes to sleep. He should have jotted down the points. What is it that I am going to do tomorrow? Is there anything notable for the nation building? If no, then I must have something for the nation building. Today, the crying need of the nation is Atmanirbhar Bharat. Despite the best effort, the government of India started Make in India concept in 2014, thinking that we would be taking a clean departure in a graduated manner from a dependency on foreign resources, wherein we imported something close to 86% of the hardware for our armed forces at some point in time. And fortunately, it has come down because of emergency procurement, ad hoc procurement, because of Galwan incident. It has come down to, people say, wow, dependency on Russia was 76%. It has come down to 36% now. And whereas for France, Israel and America, it has gone up. With France, I think it is close to almost about 36%. America is 13%. Israel is 9% or so. Similarly, other countries. These are temporary measures to keep our defense forces formidable. But what is the permanent? The dependency with Russia is so high that no matter how hard you try, you cannot decouple, you cannot de-risk, you cannot actually sever your relationship or your dependency. Why? Because the crying need of the country today, as far as the armed forces are concerned, first and foremost is the engine for the aircraft. Although I'm mindful of the fact that yes, there are the latest drone technology which is taken over, be it in the Ukraine or in the Middle East. Okay, today the aircrafts may not be as relevant as it is competitively and relatively. The drone actually overtaken, but you cannot actually, replace the aircrafts. So therefore, with the new technology, is India 100% dependent on itself? Is it self-reliant? Answer is no. Pakistan has left India behind by 10 years. I am by no means am I trying to decry the efforts of
I understand, sir, what you're trying to say, but my question is, what do you think of India's defense capability, and how, is it increasing with each passing day? Because we have come really far.
Yeah, good question, Siddharth. Post 2020 Galwan incident, India has started doubling down. As for doubling down, it is in terms of infrastructure, it is in terms of procurement of the state-of-the-art technology, the armaments, the weapons. And today, as India stands, India is the only country which can stand up to any kind of challenge from the northern border adversary. The only country. There is no country in the world which is have the capability of confronting. Okay. So when you talk about that, it is in terms of the troops, the high altitude orientation or the acclimatization, and the weapons and technology. So having said that, you see, when you talk about defense capability requires deep pocket, lot of money. Does India have? Today we are 3.94 trillion US dollar economy. When you compare yourself with northern border, our adversary, they are almost close to 19 trillion US dollar economy. It is almost 6.5% more than what we are today. Okay. So by and by, all I am saying is, till such time, there is another issue, Siddharth, you got to keep in mind that no matter how much of Atmanirbhar Bharat you talk about, no matter how much of decoupling, de-risking and diversification that the Westerners talk about, the dependency on China today is so intertwined, is so high that for next 40 years, it will be very difficult to pull yourself out. Be it the critical mineral technology or the AIP for producing even the smallest.
I understand, sir, what you're trying to say again, but we were on the fact that today we are the 5th largest economy in the world, and very soon the way India is going will be the 3rd largest economy in the world. With this fact which I just gave you, and how do you think that our defense capabilities will be increasing in future, and what all will be incorporating?
Three things, three aspects. First and foremost, you have to apply a spectrum of short-term, medium-term, and long-term perspective. When you have short, medium, and long-term, you identify the themes. What comes to my mind is Atmanirbhar Bharat is the first thing that India has to focus on. It has focused on manufacturing, has not taken off, Siddharth. I'm sure you hear me out. It was 16.7 way back in 13-14.
And also we have to keep in consideration the indigenous technology, when it comes to defense capabilities of India.
Absolutely. So what I'm coming to is that for some period of time, until India achieves a target of, let's say, 10 to 15 trillion or 7 to 10 trillion US dollar economy, till then, we have to very selectively collaborate or cooperate with even the worst of enemies. Because the dependency of such kind of a fundamental mineral or the product, without which your mobile today, we are the second largest producer of mobile. We are exporting rather than importing. 2014, we are the largest importer of mobiles. So when you make a statement like this, we are the largest, second largest, does any one of us know that a significant percentage of the electronic component in a mobile are imported from China? Most of us may be ignorant about it. So therefore, all that I'm saying is, till say 2035 or so, just put your head down, be dependent in a selective manner, take the best out of China or any such country which are inimical to you, make your self-reliance, that is, Viksit Bharat 2047, a productive one, a result-oriented one, and focus on your export. Focus on the export, and thereby you actually carry out an indigenous production. The R&D today is 0.65% of the GDP. It is one of the lowest in the world in research and development. You talk about South Korea, Japan, Taiwan, China, Russia, Israel. Israel today is 6% of the GDP. We are 0.65%. Somebody countered me by saying that, sir, last year, government of India has given 1 lakh crore of rupees, it is a drop in the ocean. When you convert that into dollar, it comes to 0.65. So therefore, in sum and substance of what I'm saying is, yes, India is going great. We are
indeed, and we cannot, sir, definitely deny the fact that with each passing day, like I had said, the India's defense capability is certainly rising. And
definitely, without any doubt, Siddharth, talk in terms of small arms. You see, AK-47s we have started producing in collaboration with Russia.
BrahMos. This is a very nice discussion, sir, but we have paucity of time. I might have to leave this discussion here. Thank you so much, sir, for joining in on the broadcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Siddharth. Bye-bye.